That's right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Sunseti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be happy. That's right, family. Excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page, a dynamic page. We don't need no hype. We come like, you know, the forefront, the vanguard of the movement. You feel what I'm saying? We go where no voices want to go. You see what I'm saying? We don't put no cut, no chaser. You understand what I'm saying? We drop it on the table raw. You see what I'm saying? That's how we do it. You see what I'm saying? And if it's too much for you, you put the cut on it. But we drop it down on the table raw. And so that's the dynamic of this page. And if you like the page, you like the energy, the frequency, you should join. The link is right down in the video description. Click that link, you'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships. You see one you like, then you should most definitely join. But even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here on the Sabra Sunseti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com. Online marketplace, 25% off selected products at this time. You got the general classic DVD lectures. We got the t-shirts, tank top, hoodies. We got the African and Kemetic jewelry. We got the chunky chains. We got the handmade African beads. Man, we even got some powerful what is that? I believe it's honey and oats lotion up there for the melanated family. That's right, to get you together. That's right, to nourish that melanin. And so we want you to check that out too. You go there, you go under health and beauty, and you'll go down, you'll see it. You go under lotions, and you'll see the magnificence of that. And get you some so you can get your melanin popping. That's right. kingseti.com, 25% off at this time. Selected products. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com. SETI University, over 1,000 videos of pure heat. Pure heat. Goddamn computer burn up when you go over there. Generalseti.com, SETI University, and you already know this one video right here gonna blow your mind. So you already know what 1,000 gonna do. You see what I'm saying? You already know. It's a continuous flow of raw energy, revolutionary energy, liberating energy. Uncut, raw. You understand? No cut, no goddamn chaser. And so that's what you want, family. Then that's when you look at all the subjects, the master teachers that we got, that we gonna have supplementing the head lecturer, General SETI, the lead lecturer, General SETI. You see what I'm saying? And so most definitely, you got a complete package at generalseti.com. SETI University. That's right. SETI popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never calm. Exclusive live stream. Too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so exquisite that we keep it for our family on Patreon. I got a hot one coming on Patreon today, and I intend to turn up. We dealing with that gas. We dealing with that global African supremacy. We got a lot of niggas out here with the house shoes on. They house shoeing out here. Yeah, they got their house shoes on. They don't want to step. You see, they don't want to step to this chaotic thinking that's out here in the community. You understand? When it come time, you understand, to sack the quarterback, you niggas knees get to knocking. But we don't do that over here. Goddamn it, we sack the QB before they hike the goddamn ball. You understand what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We come across we cracking motherfuckers before they even hike the ball. That's how we do. And so when others' knees is knocking and shit, we goddamn it, we stand on the front line, fearless, holding it down, family, offensive and defensive. That's right. And so we want you over there at Patreon, because it's gonna be a hell of a day today. We're gonna turn up for the family. Make sure you're in there so you can get that liberating frequency and energy. You understand what I'm saying? It aligns your chakras. That's right. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King SETI, General SETI, Sarah SETI. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now we're gonna talk about this, because this is like I say, this is a international phenomenon. What we're seeing here today, you see, there's no black community, no African community exempt nowhere on the planet. So you see what's going on in Niger today. You see, they done overthrew what they say is a puppet nigga. I don't even think he's full blooded. You see what I'm saying? They say his people come from Libya. And so, that says a lot. And you know what I'm saying? That he's out of the Arab community. You see, somehow, some way. You see, he's up out of the Arab community, and they say he's been a puppet for France. That he's been opening up the treasure chest for France to be able, what's his name? Emmanuel Macron, a rat face Emmanuel Macron. You see what I'm saying? And ain't nothing but Beelzebub. That's all he is, Beelzebub. All you got to do is put some horns on his ass. He probably already got some. You got to catch him behind the veil when he take off. He ain't got to take nothing off, because what he got, what he come out in the open, look just like a rat. You see, and so you already know what he about. You see what I'm saying? What the French are about, and they've been holding damn near between them and the British, and I believe the French have more land mass. You see, today, even to today, they got, where they hands is still thoroughly in Africa. You see, where they can't even come out of Africa. You see, and this is what I keep telling y'all, and it's no different here. And so I don't want nobody to be confused. Yeah, we do have some things going for us. We do. But yet it's still what the inconsistencies. You understand? The lack of necessary politics and policies that will put us truly where we need to be. You understand what I'm saying? That still is you see the downfall of why we are in this predicament we are in today. Yes, we got some technology. We got some Africans in technology. We got some Africans doing things on the fields and the sports, and in all areas. We got the music, and not just music. We got African black people here in America doing some dynamic, but it's for the mass. It's for massa. You see, it's for massa. You see, it's for the general. It's for the general American economy. You see what I'm saying? It's not for the black people. We ain't got no goddamn economy. You see, we ain't got no goddamn economy. We got money. We got some money, but we ain't got no goddamn economy. Okay? Let's be real about this shit. Let's be real. We's is some holiday niggas. Right? See, that's why I do, I was so strong on the holiday holocaust. You see, that's why I was strong on the holiday holocaust. Every goddamn holiday is the nigga. You understand what I'm saying? They go out there and spend vast amounts of his wealth on holidays that ain't got a goddamn thing to do with our people. You see? Ain't got a goddamn thing to do with our people. So when you look, and what does that say about what's in your goddamn mind? That says a lot about what's in your goddamn mind. You understand? Somebody come out here and try to talk to you niggas about ancient Egypt, about Mali, Ghana, Songhai, about Mona Mo. You don't want to hear that. But soon as motherfucking Patrick's Day come around and goddamn Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and every fucking holiday, it don't make no goddamn difference which one it is. It don't make much difference what one it is. You niggas is gonna goddamn outspend the goddamn cracker who holiday it belong to, what country it come from. You gonna outspend them in their own goddamn holiday. That's the nigga. You see? That's the nigga. And it really don't make no difference. It's niggas in Africa engaging in goddamn Christmas. It's goddamn 400 degrees on the equator. And nigga got Santa Claus in a goddamn tropical nation. White Jesus, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. Yeah. It don't make no goddamn difference which one it is. So when you talk about how France is pillaging, still, see, and this is what I keep telling y'all. Yes, black people need to straighten up. They need to straighten up. But that alone is not going to make this shit right. It's not going to make it right. And I'm going to tell you why. You see, because when they'll show you, I had this one where they call them, I believe they call them the rubber barons. I believe it's the rubber barons. And then they also show the Jews like this too. It'll be 6 and 7 fat motherfuckers. You know, because they eating so much, they just eating. And when I say eating, I'm talking about on the resources, on the wealth. So when they show the rubber barons and they show 5, 6, you know, because it might be 7, 8 of them that rule the world or rule a particular country. You know, it's 7, 8 of them. And so they up there fat as hell because they eating good. They eating all the resources, all the wealth. You have to understand that these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals got a diet where they need to eat, you see, resources in order for them to stay where they at. You see? So you got to look at his diet, what his diet entails in order for him to stay on top. You see what I'm saying? And so if you start to take from them resources, you see what I'm saying? If you start to even your own wealth in your community, see what they doing in Niger. They saying you're not coming down here getting no goddamn uranium. You're not getting no uranium out of here. But yeah, France been eating on that. That uranium is what allows them to stay in the nuclear game. See, if you take that uranium from them, they won't be able to continue to make the nuclear shit that they got over there in France. You see, the cobalt, the cobalt. See, a lot of this shit, you got to understand. When you start dealing with nuclear, when you start dealing with supersonic shit, you got an airplane, but you got them supersonic jets and shit. You can't make that shit with anything. You have to use certain type of minerals. You see what I'm saying? In order for that shit to function. And then you got to have the ability to replace the parts on that shit. When it get, it wear out and shit and this, that, and the third. So to take the uranium, to take the cobalt, you see what I'm saying? To take all the mineral wealth, that means you trying to take them out the nuclear game. You trying to take them out the game with the big boys. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by their diet, what they got to have in order to stay, you understand what I'm saying? Where they at today. You see? That's what they got to, and so that the same thing right here in America. See, when you go down, and I always speak to my community in Detroit. You see, the Arab, and I'm gonna be talking about the Arab in the upcoming videos. You see, because when I talk to my family in Africa, I hear them talking about putting the European out of there, but I don't hear them talking about putting the Arab out of there, who is also a colonizer. You see, and so when we say colonizer, we just see, somehow we just see Arabs. I mean, we see Europeans, but somehow we don't see the Arab as being a colonizer. And he's just as big a goddamn colonizer as the European equally. You understand what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, he was in there before the European. He started the goddamn onslaught before the European. By the time, listen, the goddamn, as Dr. John Henry Clark said, the European, at least the European had an economic plan, and I'm not saying that as a good thing. He needed niggas to go work. He needed niggas to work. The Arab didn't even have an economic plan. They were slaughtering black people by the millions, just on the strength of. So you see that when you deal with colonialism, that you got to also deal with the Arab. You see what I'm saying? You got to deal with the European, you got to deal with the Arab. You see what I'm saying? And so when you talk about, when you look at how many goddamn liquor stores that the Arab own in Detroit. You see, damn near 100%. Damn near 100% from day one. You see, they can't sell no goddamn liquor in goddamn Arabia. You see, they can't sell no goddamn liquor in no Islamic country. But they come down and sell our people all the goddamn poison. You see what I'm saying? They impoverished. Yes, in Chicago too. In Chicago too. Ain't no damn different. When I went in there to get the Chicago pop right on up too. That ain't nothing. That ain't but up. That's just around the block. That's just up the goddamn highway. You see what I'm saying? And so y'all already know, from the Chi to the D, and even further than that, goddamn, all through the Midwest. All through the goddamn Midwest. You understand what I'm saying? But in Detroit, you see what I'm saying? That's where they goddamn capital outside of the out of the Middle East. You see what I'm saying? What they call the Middle East. You see, which ain't no Middle East. You see, we understand. We just saying it just so you have a proper understanding of what we talking about. It's a criminally renamed area that been created just on the strength of, you understand, to take Northeast Africa out of off the continent and have a dead zone where they didn't took control and you know what I'm saying, so they can disconnect Africa from its northeastern landmass. You see, but when you start saying, you know what, fuck, take that goddamn liquor store and take that shit back out there in Dearborn. You see, get that shit up out of Detroit. You see what happened to the Arab community. They got fat, no different than the French got fat off of free resources. And that's why they went in there and got that nigga up out of there. Because they've been going down in there getting free resources. They've been getting free resources now for over hundreds and hundreds of years. You see, an old poor-ass European country, such as France, that don't have no natural resources of its own. Goddamn it, until they goddamn kings and royalty came into Africa, nigga, they had crowns made out of wood. They didn't even had little thin ass goddamn niggas got goddamn crowns so heavy of gold, motherfucker can't even, the motherfucker had two motherfuckers hold it up so the goddamn king and queen neck don't break. Goddamn crown so damn heavy of gold. They got little thin ass sheet of goddamn gold on some wood. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't have that. They didn't have it like we had it. You see, they didn't have it like we had it. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the facts. These are the facts. Everything that they did, we already had it. You see what I'm saying? You know, from east to west, north to south. You see what I'm saying? And so we have to understand that. Now imagine you took it back. That's why the British don't want to come up off of none of those stolen artifacts that they got up in that goddamn museum. Because they know, but they claim they brought goddamn civilization. Well, goddamn it, if you brought goddamn civilization, you shouldn't have no goddamn room for nobody else shit. It should be full of the shit that you created in goddamn Europe. Why is it when you go to these major goddamn museums, and I'm going to just tell you, when you go to any major museum, I'm going to tell you this, just so that you know. The first collection that to have an international museum at the top ranked museum. Is that right? The first collection that they go, you understand what I'm saying, critique is the ancient Egyptian collection. If you ain't got no ancient Egyptian collection, you ain't even ranked in the top. You see what I'm saying? And so it's the ancient Egyptian, you see, the African, you see, along with the ancient Egyptian, that make your museum. If you take the Egyptian and African out of that shit, nigga, it ain't even ranked. It ain't even ranked. You see? And so we got to be clear about that. And everything else that they done took from other countries, if you take what they done took, they didn't even take it from their own white brothers. You see what I'm saying? The Greeks and the Romans and shit. And you understand what I'm saying? And there was a Roman colony, so I would assume. But yeah, they got a lot of Greek shit that they done took. You understand, from the Greeks and shit, and this, that, and the third, and you know, and so if you take all the things that they have stolen from all land masses on the planet, they wouldn't have a goddamn thing. But yet and still, they brought civilization. I don't understand that. Then, goddamn it, if you brought civilization, then it shouldn't be no room for shit else. It should be full of all the shit that you done created. So if you listen to this lying-ass goddamn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, you understand what I'm saying? Knuckles still dragging the goddamn ground. But yet and still, as we look at what's going on in Niger, it's going on right here in the communities right here in Black America. You see what I'm saying? So we can't look too far. We can't point our finger. Yes, we look out, but we got to look back in. You see what I'm saying? It got to be a balance and say, yes, brother, I see what's going on over there in Africa, and yes, it is going on. Yeah, yes, it is going on. We ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't looking good. And they're gonna turn around and say, yeah, well, y'all niggas might got a little more money than we got, but it ain't looking too good for you either, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Because you niggas, if y'all got, why haven't y'all taken the necessary steps? You understand what I'm saying? To take it to the top. Why haven't y'all taken, and you know what? See, niggas want to think, what niggas want to do, they want to, they want to fool themselves that they are achieving without confrontation. You see, that's why I hear some of these niggas out here. Yeah, I hear some of these niggas out here, apologists. You see what I'm saying? They apologizing to these demented motherfuckers out here. Yeah, they house shoe niggas. You see, I don't, if you are a deviant, if you're a deviant, based on the natural code of creation, I have no obligation to make you feel comfortable in your deviance. I don't have no obligation to do that. And so some niggas out here assume that if we cut into a motherfucker because they are sexually, and that's what it is. I didn't came out negligent and deviant to creation, that we have no obligation whatsoever to make you feel comfortable in your deviance. Okay? And so some of these niggas, yeah, they're apologists. And when we standing on nature, see that slick talk to make you say, you hate me. Well, you just might be right. But anything that is deviant against nature, see, we don't look at the babies. See, we don't side with the babies first. And you understand what I'm saying? Why they over here on pillaging the minds and the spirits and the bodies of our babies. You niggas side with the deviants. Yeah. You niggas side with the deviants. And we don't do that over here. So if you feel hurt, if your feelings hurt, God damn it, it was meant to be so. And we don't apologize for none of that. And if you can call it whatever you want to call it. You see, what some people call hate, some people call love. You see, what some people is, everybody, there's no, one interpretation of truth and reality. You see, and so we stand on what? We stand on the cosmos. We stand on cosmic order. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we see these apologizing niggas out here. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, whichever way the wind blow. You understand what I'm saying? We don't give a goddamn over here. We stand on the cosmos. We stand on natural law. And that's how you come up. That's how you establish, eternity of dynasty. You see what I'm saying? An eternity of dynasty. You see, when you look at our kings and queens in ancient Egypt, you see goddamn 3,000 years. Got to stand on something. You got to stand on something. Hell my. You got to speak it out loud. Hell my. I have not wavered in the wind when it was time to crush the deviants. I didn't waver. I stood right there on the goddamn front line. And when it was time, I spoke for the cosmos. I didn't speak for the deviants. I have no obligation whatsoever to make you feel comfortable in your deviance. Any other nigga out there sending that goddamn shot straight to you. Take it how you want to, nigga. God damn it, if we got to turn the volume up again, we can turn this motherfucker up. You understand what I'm saying? Get the pot. If we gonna put the water in the goddamn pot, turn the motherfucker up. Let's get it boiling. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to stand on some. My babies is being terrorized. They've been kidnapped. They've been goddamn trafficking. They've been kidnapping our women. Goddamn millions of our women is missing. Ain't nobody saying a goddamn thing because you niggas is goddamn siding with the deviants. You more worried about the deviants. We don't hear this shit. We don't hear nothing about where's our sisters at. Nobody talking about that. Where's our babies at? Where they going? Who doing this shit? Let's get on them. Let's have no mercy on them. We don't have no mercy on the deviants. We know what we standing on is truth and righteousness. We got to stand on this. You see? But we got some house shoe wearing niggas out here. They blow whichever way the wind. They go whichever way the wind blow. You see? They go whichever way the wind blow. We don't give a goddamn. You see? And that's how we And so again, what's going on in Niger is going on right here in the black community in America. They've been pillaging our economy. They've been eating off our economy. Niggas invited them in. They wanted integration. I don't think it was everybody, but they used a certain group of niggas to push integration. You say Africa needs oil. Africa don't need no oil. Africa got oil. Africa got oil. Africa is one of the largest producing oil producing continents on the planet. Africa don't need oil. Africa is one of the largest oil producing continents on the planet. It do not need oil. Don't need Arabia, don't need Russia, don't need America, don't need South America, don't need none of that. Not only crude oil, they got that sweet, what they call that sweet oil. That's that now over there in Nigeria. That shit don't even need to be what's the process? It's a process. It don't even have to go through the process. All right, when they get that oil, they put it through a process, and they got that sweet crude oil. That shit don't even need to be processed. You see, so we got to know, and I had to go over the resources of Africa for our family so that we understand this. You see what I'm saying? That's if we don't know what's there, that's how easy it is to take the shit. You don't even know it's there, and they sucking it up. Nigeria is one of the largest oil producers. You got oil. You even got oil coming out of Egypt. You got oil coming out of a lot of them African virgin oil, whatever they call it. Yeah. So, you know, we got that. We don't need nobody in this. You understand, in that sense. We don't need nobody. They've been pillaging our ass far too long. And so what's happening in Niger need to happen all over Africa. And as they as we start, they need to get them out of South Africa. They need to go. They need to get up out of the Arabs, need to get out of Africa. You got that one Arab up there in goddamn Algeria talking shit about black people. Talking about black people can't come into Algeria. What kind of revolution? You understand what I'm saying? As they talk about pulling off the yoke of Europe, they must talk about pulling off the yoke of Arabism. They must talk about it. Ain't no goddamn, they got the European go, the Arab got to go too. They got to get up out of Africa. The Arab, the European, the China man, and every other man. They need to get their ass up out of Africa. Africa is moving on to 2 billion people. Moving on to 2, is no room for Africa to be giving away nothing. When they got that kind of, when they got a population are going to be within probably the next, it ain't even going to be long because Africa's already at 1.5 billion people and probably will be at 2 billion within the next 50 years or less than that, It'll be at 2 billion people. And so it is coming to the point that there will be more African on this planet than any other, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. So shall it be in the end. But we have to, as we getting these, as they getting them times out of leadership in Africa, allowing these colonizers to keep their hands in the treasure chest of the black community. We got to do the same thing here. That's allowing the Arab to set up in all our community. How did they come out of the Middle East and come straight to the black community? They don't let them go out there. I want y'all to stay with me, family, as we move on to the next video. We're going to move on to the next video. And we'll be black. Don't you go nowhere. We on that gas. We on that global African supremacy. Don't you go nowhere. This is General Sarah Sunseti. Put that goddamn notification on all. Make sure that you know when the general go live, that motherfucker should say the goddamn phone. The general is going live, goddamn it. Make sure you put that notification on all, so when you, because they try to shut down the voice of the general. Even a lot of families saying that they got this shit on notification. They say my shit don't even go off sometime. A lot of time. Everybody say damn, Seti, we ain't getting no notification. I with a motherfucker spitting fire like this, you would know why. You see what I'm saying? So don't y'all go nowhere. Matter of fact, I'm heading over to Patreon right now, spread some of that fire, and then I got one more for the early afternoon, and I might come back later on. Don't you go nowhere. I still got some fire for you. This is General Sarah Soon said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass, beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. He said we need our own YouTube. We sure do. We need the whole goddamn thing. We don't need just a software, goddamn it. We need the satellites. We need every motherfucking thing. Because if they get any piece of the operation, that's going to be the piece that they pull out to shut our ass down. We got to own the motherfucking operation from beginning to end, from the goddamn headphones to the goddamn satellite, and every goddamn peg or component in between. And when we got the whole goddamn system from the headphones to the goddamn satellite, goddamn it, we doing something. This is General Sarah Soon said. He's saying Black Power.